Hey ladies, I'm wearing a TTC Warrior shirt. It's National Infertility Awareness Week. And you guys won't see this video until later. I know I would have already talked about it, but yesterday I had an article post on simplytanika.com in her Facets of Fertility section on her site, just sharing my story, which I call Infertility Flipping the Script on a Series of Unfortunate Events, because I find myself infertile through a series of unfortunate events that, you know, stress that leads to medical conditions, that leads to surgeries that led to my infertility. So just a series of unfortunate events that I find myself here with a black tube and a tube with mild hydrosalpinx and 3 unsuccessful IUIs, two unsuccessful or unproductive home inseminations, and finding myself headed to IVF. And the even more unfortunate event is my weight. My weight. I'm leaving the RE's office. I don't know if you can tell behind me the building that looks abandoned but isn't. Okay, what can I say about this visit? Let's just say that let's talk about how I think this is cycle 12, right? Like I'm on birth control, right? Should I be bleeding? I shouldn't be, but I'm calling this cycle 12. You know why I'm calling it cycle 12? I'm calling it cycle 12. Today is Wednesday, so Saturday would have been day 1, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, cycle 12, day 5. I've been on the active pills, the birth control. You know, I was taking the Junel. And quite naturally, my cycle was supposed to start, if I wasn't on birth control, on this past Saturday. And believe it or not, I started bleeding on Saturday, like when I was supposed to start my period. So, which probably isn't what's supposed to happen since I'm on birth control pills, but it is. So, welcome to cycle 12, ladies. 12. I guess it's fitting because I started my preconception testing with my cycle that started in May. It's the end of April. So 12 cycles. This would be the 12th cycle, and my 13th cycle would be crossing my year mark of TTCing. So in proper form, I am a TTC warrior. A TTC warrior. Yeah, so I got this shirt on Amazon. So bleeding. Anyway, so he prescribed me a new birth control pill that he wants me to start taking tonight. It should increase the amount of estrogen that's in it, and stop my bleeding after a couple of days. So, you know, my acupuncturist pretty much called it when I started the birth control. I started spotting right away, and I was spotting for 10 days, just brown spotting, and she was concerned that, yeah, it's a low dose birth control, but maybe it's a little too low, and that I'm getting the spotting. So, the fact that my body geared up and essentially started a cycle anyway, is an indication now to the RE that maybe that dose is too low. So he's upping the estrogen. He was just going to give me some estrogen tablets to take along with the Junel, but now he's prescribing a different medicine, Reslipin, something, I don't know, something like that. So I have to go to the pharmacy and fill that and start taking that tonight. Boy. So what does this mean? what does this mean for my IVF future, right? Waiting on his scale. I'm wearing jeans today. That should show you how much I cared about my weight and where it is right now. I weighed in at 243 even on his scale. That's with clothes. This morning before my workout, I weighed in at 243.6, which is no change from yesterday. He's just like, oh, you're not losing any weight, you know, to say any other. So he really wants me to take the metformin. I think I explained in the last video that I do have a script for metformin. He says that metformin doesn't lower your blood sugar, so no matter where my blood sugars are, I should take the metformin. I don't really want to take the metformin. It's 500 milligrams once a day. I think it's a low dose. I'm not supposed to have any side effects, but I don't know. I just don't really want to take it. But I think if I want to get IVF over and done with, I need to do that. You know, weight's not going anywhere. I've already counted myself out for this cycle and trying to retrieve in May. So we're just going to work on a retrieval in July. And what proves that is the fact that he said, I want to see you back in 4 weeks. Hopefully I will have lost some weight by then. So, I don't know. A part of me wants to cry. A part of me already knew this is what the deal was. And you know, I was just explaining to someone on Instagram this morning that, you know, maybe this is just par for the course. You know, God gives you what you need, not what you want. And to be quite honest, my work schedule, travel-wise, this month and next month, absolutely crazy. I'm stressed. I mean, I talked about this trip to New York that maybe I wasn't going to go, but now I am going to go to this work conference. And then not only am I going, but I'm presenting, I'm co-presenting with the big boss man, and he pretty much dumped the entire presentation on me. So now I have to do my regular job and do this presentation, which I have to pull together. So that's going to take up some of my own personal time, because when will I get time, and all the meetings and everything that I have, when will I get time to really work on this presentation that I was told like a month before that I had to do? Like, to be quite honest, I think they just put me on so that I could give the big boss man a break so he can do what he needs to do, and he could trust me to do the presentation and everything would go swimmingly. And it's just like, really though? Like, this what you gave me the title, a tech lead for? So you can use and abuse me? Like, this needs to come with more money or something. I don't know. So anyway, it's just a really stressful time. And I think I need to get to a flow therapy soon, like maybe Friday. I need to get to a flow therapy session on Friday, because I think I'm getting my hair done on Saturday. So that will work out great. So just to breathe, you know, and try to relax. I mean, it's been a very hectic schedule. Every 2 weeks I have been on a plane since DC. So I went to DC, and then I went to Philly, and then I went to, so it was like I was in DC, and then 2 weeks later I was in Philly, and then 2 weeks later I was in Chicago, and 2 weeks later, which is next week, I'll be in New York, and 2 weeks after that I'll be back in Chicago. So, oh man, I'm tired, y'all. I'm just tired. I'm extremely tired. So that's what's going on. I'm so tired. I'm going to the Walgreens to fill my prescription, and I'm going to buy a dozen eggs from Walgreens. And I know it's going to be extremely expensive, but I don't feel like going to a different market just to buy eggs. I gotta eat something for breakfast. I don't have life. I'm exhausted. So, and I mean, you know, hindsight is 20/20. As bad as I really want to start IVF, this really isn't a good time, you know. I am just, I'm exhausted. I'm stressed out. I'm tired. I guess I'm sleeping well, but it's like it's almost like the sky is falling, but the sky is not falling. It's actually a really nice sunny day. But, you know, there's just so much going on, and, you know, my sugars are not completely under control. I'm still trying to figure out what I can get away with, what I can't. You know, this morning, since I'm monitoring my sugars now, this morning, my sugars were 125, and it's just like, I was good on my diet. Like, wow, what? It had to be the marinade that I used on my pork chops last night. I know it had a little bit of sugar. I thought that would have cooked off a bit, but I guess not. So I'm still figuring out, you know, what affects my ketones, what doesn't, what affects my sugars, what doesn't. So I sent my acupuncturist an email last night. I don't know if she's read it or not, but I'm thinking I just need to maybe just take the metformin, lose this freaking weight, and, you know, just get the sugars under control. I mean, it's not, the stress is not going anywhere. I mean, the first blood pressure reading was like 161 over 80. I mean, that's probably stress, maybe a little dehydration, because I'm getting on the scale. I intentionally don't eat or drink anything. And I walked on a treadmill this morning, so I am feeling dehydrated. But she took it again on my other arm, and it, you know, came down to like 135, which is still borderline. You know, I'm taking 2 pills, so I don't know. And he's just like, oh, well, the weight. And I'm like, but my body fat percentage, like, quite literally, my body fat percentage has dropped dramatically. And, you know, and he doesn't seem to care too much about my body fat percentage dropping. Like, that means I'm doing something right. You know, my body fat is dropping, but the weight is not, you know. But muscle weighs more than fat. So it's just like, come on, dude, give me a break. You know? But he said, you know, we'll come back in a month, 4 weeks. We'll come back in a month, and you know, we'll start the protocol for my IVF. And I'm supposed to be working on my weight. You know, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. But now I think he's a little lax now that he knows I have the metformin or whatever. I mean, my A1C didn't move, only by 0.10, but it's only been 0.1. But it's only been a month, so that's not really a good gauge either. So I don't know. Maybe I should just, I don't know. I need some other validation about whether, you know, I should take it or not. I feel like I should take it. I definitely don't want to take the Trulicity. I'd much rather take the metformin instead of Trulicity. And, you know, I haven't tried it. I'm avoiding a medicine based on how other people respond, but I know that I don't respond well to meds, so it's just, I don't know what to do. I did ask him, because I've been thinking lately about, you know, what if I find my husband later and he wants to have kids, and, you know, having bad tubes and all, I'd have to go through pretty much IVF, probably, to get pregnant. And, you know, if I should just freeze my eggs, if I have enough, you know, after going through the cycle. And he was saying that at my age, the eggs don't survive well when you freeze them by themselves. embryos survive better. Oh, he didn't even. Man, something about those motorcycles, man. But yeah. So basically, he's like knocking my idea of just freezing extra eggs, like, because I was thinking if I get like 10 healthy, mature eggs, and he's saying that at my age, you know, skip what the quality of my eggs are, right? That at my age they don't survive the freezing process well. And you know, I don't think it's just him. You know, there were some young, I know back right before I got my myomectomy that I was out to dinner with a friend of mine. She's a cardiologist. She had 2 friends of hers who are both OBGYNs, and you know, she was turning, my cardiologist friend was turning 38, and she was saying, oh, well, maybe I should freeze my eggs. And then they're both young OBGYNs, you know, like around my age, maybe a little older at the time. I mean, that was 2 years ago. And they were just like, nobody's going to freeze your 38-year-old eggs. Nobody's going to freeze them. You're moving slow. So I'm just like, I'm 38. Nobody wants to freeze my 38-year-old eggs. So I don't know. He was saying if I was younger, then yeah, that'd be a great thing. But since I'm not younger, that's not really a great idea. So he said, well, maybe you just find a man who already has kids and, you know, just wants to have a good time with you. And I said, well, I find that now. They already have kids and they just want to have a good time. You know, so I don't know. So this is what it is, ladies. No IVF stemming, no retrieval in May. Looks like my retrieval's gonna be in July, early July or late June. And I'm gonna be on birth control for like the next 4 weeks still. I'm upset, but I'm not upset. It is what it is. But in the meantime, I can get my mammogram done. So I got those scripts. I didn't get those. I have 2. Why? Because 2 years ago, I got my mammogram. They saw a little something on my right breast. Ended up having to go in for the diagnostic. It was nothing, just some irregular looking tissue. I have a mole in that area, so I think that's what it was on the screening. So he gave me a script for the screening. He gave me a script for the diagnostic in the event that I need to have the diagnostic done as well. So he gave me both. So I guess I will get that done. I did have the diagnostic done. That was clear. And then I was supposed to follow up like every 6 months for like 2 years. I didn't, you know, my sister got sick. I wasn't really around. It was just a lot going on. I just didn't have time to get to the doctor. So I guess I got time now. I'll tell you what, my boobs hurt. They're huge and they hurt from this birth control. Like, they hurt all the time. So that sucks. But yeah. So let me get in here and get my script filled and get my eggs and then make breakfast because I'm hungry and try to. So I got a meeting in about an hour, about a half hour. I got a meeting. I got a lot to do today. I included in that presentation. But yeah, so this is life. life now. Oh, I don't know. My weight, you know, God gives us what we need, not what we want. So I'm just saying that as hard as I've been working, as disappointing as it has been, I think, you know, things happen the way they happen because they're supposed to. I wasn't supposed to be stimming right now. So now I have an extra decision to make. I thought I already made this decision, but I really don't want to take any chances. And having a July transfer would have possibly given me an April baby. Like, I'm an April baby. That would have been nice to celebrate my birthday with my little mini-me together. But you know what? If I got a transfer in if I got a transfer in August instead of July, then that would give me possibly a May baby, which would be around my sister's birthday, which I wouldn't be mad at either. Be an awesome way to celebrate her birthday, if the kid's birthday was around the same. I'm so wishful. I'm so wishful. I'm so wishful in this National Infertility Week. Being this TTC warrior. I didn't expect to really get out of the car with this shirt on, but I'm wearing it. Doctor thought I was really festive with my shirt today, so I don't know. Alright, I'm just rambling now, so thanks ladies for hanging out again, but sorry to disappoint you if you thought I was going to start stimming soon. Looks like it'll be another month before I get to start stimming, so that's unfortunate, but probably necessary because I need to get through this like travel bit, you know. So let's get through that, and hopefully I'll be in a much more serene time period and less stressed out for successful stimming. Brave to make it brave. Sticky baby dust to all those TTC. And you know, let's all share our stories, or hopefully you all have been sharing your stories for National Infertility Awareness Week. And go check out my article on simplytanika.com if you haven't already. Alright? Love you ladies. And gents, if you're out there watching. I think my brother subscribed. I don't think he watches though. It's family, right? Bye. Hey y'all. Okay, so it's evening time. And I am running late for an appointment that I completely forgot that I had. Oh my gosh. So I scheduled a sauna and totally forgot. And I'm gonna be like 10 minutes late for it. I don't, girl, listen. Anyway, I'm so discombobulated this week. I didn't even get to tell y'all that my acupuncturist is moving to another state. I almost had a nervous breakdown on Wednesday because it was just too much. It was just way too much. I couldn't do it anymore. So it's hot. I just couldn't do it anymore, y'all. I couldn't. The RE wanted to wait another 4 weeks. Work has just been stressful because I'm trying to get this presentation done for the conference next week in New York, and I'm on this medicine. I'm on metformin now. Please don't mind my completely wrinkled shirt, but it is what it is. I'm on metformin now. And I'm only 2 days on it, and I think I'm getting the side effects. I'm so over all of it. But I'm trying to stick to this diet. Although Wednesday, it was too much. I just did what I wanted to do Wednesday. So I'm just sticking to the diet now. It's just so much going on. But there was a run through of the presentation, giving it up with the presentation pretty much together myself. It has gone leaps and bounds since Monday, where it was. So I'm telling you, I'm overwhelmed. And anyway, this is the same place that I did the float therapy at. So I have a free sauna for my birthday. I have to use it in the month of my birthday. The guy didn't tell me that before. So I ran off and I scheduled this. And like totally forgot. So relaxation sauna today because that's what I need in my life. A whole lot of relaxation. And rushing off to this appointment don't help. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna go relax and come back and keep working on my presentation. Because, well, New York is next week. I fly out on Wednesday, and you know, I don't know. I'm just rambling, y'all. I really just wanted to come on and say that it's been a rough week, and I'm losing my acupuncturist. Not happy about that. So I saw her today. I'll see her again next week, like Tuesday. So now who she's being replaced with, I've met before. I know I've mentioned Dr. Jen. There's another doctor. I can't think of her name right now. But I've seen Dr. Jen quite a few times. So it's a rough day. Alright, talk to y'all later. Hey y'all, I'm here for my sauna. So, looks like they got some robes. And this is the sauna. I'm running late, so I'm trying to like get in. Because they got somebody that's got to come in after me. So, see y'all when I'm done. I'm all done, y'all. It was good. 100%. 135 degrees. It's cooling off now though.